All right. I've done the preliminary testings. This thing should be working well, and it worked surprisingly well considering I have the air conditioner running full blast 2 feet away from where I'm recording right here. So the noise canceling and isolating on this little DJI Mic Mini, fantastic. I've got the fan running over there too, so I was completely impressed. Now let's get the main stuff out of the way here. It is oops. It's Sunday, July 20th. It's 1:06 in the morning. And not that I'm a stranger to being up late, but I had a weird day yesterday. My van broke down. It got towed to the shop by God's good graces. And they called me on Friday morning to say, well, we're happy to help, but we won't be able to until next Friday. Um, they're small, and I guess they're really backed up. They're wanted. So good for them, but for me. Um, and so I'm going to be without a vehicle for a whole week. I don't know what prospects I have of getting a loaner are because I didn't have an accident. It just died on me slowly until I found a parking space. I think it might be electrical. The serpentine belt seems fine, although it did react like it was losing power and things because of a breakage in the belt. But it was fine. I got to look at it real quick with my elder who showed up to help me. But I've been home all day today because it's Saturday, not like I'm still living from Saturday into Sunday. And it's been kind of rough. For whatever no good reason, I was up until 7:20 a.m. And that was because I kind of fell asleep, like half awake asleep, in my couch chair from about 4 or 5 to 6 or 7. And then I was like, I should just go to bed. And so I got up and went to bed. And since I didn't have anything to wake up for, I didn't. I just slept until 5. Forgot about everything and anyone. Forgot that my church was having a block party and I could have biked there if I was really auspicious and wanted to. Or got a ride from someone, but I didn't. I just forgot and slept. One of my friends was kind enough to bring me some food from the event. Bless his soul, right? Um, it's the little things, they make the big things. For some reason, I'm reminded of that quote. He is no fool to give up what he cannot possess to acquire what he can never truly own, or something like that. He is no fool to give up what he can never truly possess to gain what he can never truly own, or something like that. And the quote by Charles Spurgeon, I have a great need for Christ, and a great Christ for my need. And it shows up for me when people do things for me like that, because it's not, I don't take a lot of stock in the goodness of man, but whenever the good things do come through, I believe it's because there's a good God who does good things through his children. And granted, he can do good things any way he wants. It doesn't have to be through his children. But why not give him the credit and the praise when the good things do? Why not? Like, if we got something to lose, am I gonna be corrupted or made worse because I decide to thank God instead of thank my friends so much? Or am I gonna be made worse or turn into a miserable miser because I choose to acknowledge that God made the sunshine today and it was beautiful instead of just keeping it to myself? I don't think I or anyone has anything to lose by choosing the gratitude of the Lord. Anyway, this video is supposed to be me meandering, so If you'd like that after 5 minutes, well, you've come to the right place. Good job. I have felt pretty miserable today. I haven't done anything. I mean, no, I gotta take it back. I'm gonna take it back. It's not that I haven't done anything. It's that it's kind of that, and it's also that. It's really easy for me to believe lies. I just did. I lied to you. I lied to myself, and I believed it. I said, I've not done anything today. And the reality is, I've done some cleaning of my apartment, which is a sty. It just hasn't been a whole lot. Maybe an hour's worth of cleaning. And even then, the only reason I was able to get myself to do it is because I videoed it in time-lapse mode using this phone and the gimbal it's on to make it look like I was doing a lot really quick. It was fun. And I have to choose to be kind to myself and say, I did a good thing. I did two good things. I cleaned this little spot right here that you can't see, and I picked up some stuff in my kitchen, which is by no means out of the blue. I still can't cook on my stovetop. Or anything in the oven for that matter. It's hard to get in front of the microwave. There's boxes everywhere. I must have like 12 pizza boxes stacked that are empty. Goodness. Gotta take them out, you know? But to say I did nothing is a lie. Now, saying I cleaned up some space and I can, you know, walk in and out down here and put my feet here and there's not trash, the floor is vacuumed. I did that, and to say that I picked up a bunch of things in the kitchen and consolidated and put all the boxes together to be thrown away. Yeah, I did that. That counts as something. I just chose not to say that because it takes less time to invalidate myself and believe a lie. It took more work to tell you right now that I cleaned up this little space right here by picking up the trash and vacuuming it and organizing boxes and breaking them down in my kitchen than it did to say I did nothing today. It's worthless day. And the fact that I started and wanted to say I didn't really do anything today is tantamount evidence to prove that I'm still being worked on. I'm still being sanctified because God doesn't hate me. And I do. But part of the beautiful reality of being in relationship with God is not that He is restrictive or dictator like. It's that He says no the right way. He doesn't say no, you can't have fun. He doesn't say no, you don't get to enjoy life. He doesn't say no, don't go live your dreams. He doesn't say no to things that are good and right. No, he says no to don't hate yourself. He says no to physically treating myself like trash. He says no to living in a dump. He says no. You're worth love. You don't get to hate yourself. These no's are entirely different. They're good no's. And I'm learning that I forget the exact phraseology in the verse, but this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not burdensome. It's in 1 John. And burdensome they feel like. Oh yeah. I feel burdened, all right. It takes a lot of work to love all this, to clean all this. You think you see goodness in colors? Wait till you look at the floor. You have no idea what I walk in. Paint a really bad picture, I'm sorry. um, so I feel like to love and care for this temple that I'm given by God is a burden. I feel like it's a burden, but you know what? It's not. What is it? It's difficult. It's hard. And it takes work. But you know what? Burdensome is not the same as difficult. Hard is not the same as bad. I may have difficulties cleaning my apartment because I have a hard time trying to do what's right. But that doesn't mean that my difficulties and my hardships are bad. It means they're open and invited to be changed. There is an open invitation for me to let God in and to let him love me. And it doesn't look like a lot. But if anyone has been through some things, you know how hard it is to simply accept, I love you. To simply accept a compliment. You did a good job. Look at you go. You know how hard it is to speak the truth in love and be heard and held in posterity. I don't know, in goodness. To come home and spend another day in the filth, hiding away. Like you feel like you're living a double life, you know? And if I just let God in, that kind of goes away. I was listening to Instagram recently. This is what originally sparked this idea for this post because the woman was saying, I forget now. She's basically saying that the discipleship isn't about greater obedience. And this could be applied to a lot of things. So, like, I'd even say this. I bet you it's biblical. Loving God isn't about more obedience. Which you'd be like, what? It says straight in the Gospels, like, you love me if you do my commands. You know? How is that not the same thing? But here I'm saying loving God isn't strictly obedience to him and his commands. I am. And I think Jesus would agree. But the lady went on and she said, discipleship isn't merely greater obedience. She said it's greater dependence. Just hit me, you know? Ooh. Because if I think about my life as a means to obedience and love of Christ, it's full of checklist things that need to get done. I need to lose 125 pounds. I need to be more healthy. I need to eat right. I need to get off my meds. I need to love people like I love myself and like I love God. I need to do these things to love God rightly. But then it becomes a matter of legalism and a matter of what am I really doing other than to try and earn my way into God's arms. God doesn't love people because they earn him. He loves people just because he is. And I need to be with him and to understand the fallenness with which in I exist of this world. helps me know I need someone and something better than myself. And He's the solution, and now He is the betterment. He is the goodness. He is the graciousness. He is the loveliness. He is the healing, the saving, the wondrous amazement. He is all these things. And I need those things. Because I can't make them myself, and I sure can't be them all myself. And so when that lady said, it's not that discipleship is greater obedience, it's that it is a greater dependence. I'm like, I feel that. Because I'm a sourpuss loser. I don't know what you want. I'm not able. I have told people I wake up in the morning and I don't know why. I wake up in the morning and sometimes I can't do anything but cry out to Jesus because I can't get up. I don't want to. And yet, if it's because I'm going to, because I have to, because I can do this and I have to do that, it makes sense that I don't want to get up. Because it's all too much. There's too much. And I can't do it all. I'm undone by it. But if I can just surrender, if I can just choose to acquiesce, if I can just let myself be in the presence and bask in the glory, I don't have to do anything but be present. And because I know my God, I know that when I'm present, I am loved. And His love is a love so great. It created the world. It created all goodness. And if I can't find power in that, to get up, to sit here and keep going, well, I'm a fool, pitied above all else. Anyway, I don't know if any of you will watch this far, because it's going on 20 minutes, 17 minutes and 31 seconds. But if you get this far, please, think about a whisper prayer for me. I don't have a vehicle. I can't get to work. I don't know how I'm going to make money to earn from the jobs I have to pay for the vehicle I don't have that I need to get to work at both my jobs. I have no idea how it's going to work. And, one of my medicines that I take every day, I just ran out of. And I've been trying to order it. And I've just been pretty loosey-goosey about it. Like, I'm on Express Scripts, it's called. So, like, I put the order in, they give me refills, and when I want refills, I just order it anyway. And like, oh, we'll call your doctor and we'll get him to, renew the prescription. And I did that twice for like 2.5 weeks before I'm like, they're not going to do it right. So I called my PCP, and then they called me 2 days later, and they're like, we don't even do your meds anymore. You got to call your psychiatrist. So I called my psychiatrist, after which I've wasted 3 weeks trying to get the pills. And sure, they got them renewed for me, but it takes Express Scripts like a week and a half to mail their stuff. So I'm out of pills, at least one of them. My lithium is not going to be here for another week, I'd say at least. And if I can even get a car to get to Geneva, or however, I can get to Geneva, I can ride my bike if I have to, but like have all my precious stuff shipped there, because I don't trust it arriving here at my place in this apartment complex. So I'm worried I'm going to go off the deep end, because I'm already emotional enough as it is. And now there's going to be probably an amount of withdrawal that will only exacerbate issues like irritability, emotionalism, mania. If it'll do something, there's going to be withdrawal. It ain't going to be pretty. I need prayer. I would very much wish I could be with some people about this, but you know what? It's 1:25 in the morning. There's no one here for me. Y'all are in bed, sleeping, waiting with your kids to wake up, or waiting to have your kids, or living a life that can't possibly be, for me, what I would hope it could be. And that sounds really ungrateful. I'm sorry. I'm on a continual journey to try and understand and discover how Jesus Christ is all that I really need. But I do have a great struggle because I know He loves me through His children. I don't. Bear with me. I think you'll still be able to hear me because I've got this thing on my neck. The DJ mic, but it is, at least one of them anyway. It's got the nice gilded edges, the lovely 2-column font. No, let's see here. It's got the pictures, right? The Word of God, everyone. The Word of God. Lovely as it is. In this form, though, it doesn't even make a good pillow. I'm sorry, I love Jesus, and I know Him through this Word. Do not get me wrong. But this tells me about Him. That's it. It can impart spiritually unseen eternality, sure. It does it through these words in here, yes. But I am also a body. My body has been without a lot of love that it needs for a long time. This is no pillow. It ain't no hug. It doesn't look me in the eyes and show me how it cherishes me. It doesn't cry tears of sorrow and pain for me because it knows how I hurt. It doesn't come to me because I'm its first choice. No, it just sits there until I pick it up and I read it. And that's well and good. Don't get me wrong. But God puts people on this world who are His children, that are part of the body of Christ, that are attached to the head, that love and build and spread the joy of Christ for a reason. I believe in the Bible. But I believe as a tangible element of this world, it has its limits because it's actually in everything. It's the living Word, the active and the breathing Word. And it comes out of here and it goes into people. It goes into the sunset. It goes into the trees. It flies around on the birds. It swims on the fishes. It adds oxygen to the water and it takes the CO2 from the air to give us breath. But this book by itself does not do those things. And I don't know if I'm making a good point, and I'm not trying to be heretical, and I'm not trying to disown the Bible. All I'm trying to say is that I think it's fair to say that I need people. And I think it's fair to say that God so loves me, He provides them. And so, I don't know that it is fair for me to sit here and say that because everyone's sleeping and, with their kids to be or kids that are, and everyone has to get up early for church in 5 or 6 hours, 7 or 8 hours, and I don't think it's fair for me to say that because the realities, the stipulations of this world and this normalcy affect and impede ability. I don't think it's fair for me to say that I still don't need something from someone. And I don't even know that it matters what it is. I just feel alone, I feel alone. feel alone. And I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be. And I thank God. I think Jesus Christ would have me not to be alone. And yet, here I am, all alone. I know there's a thing to be said about Jesus being here with me. He's in me. But I'm still so daft and dumb. I don't quite feel the comfort of that right now. And I'm sorry, Jesus. I pray to help me with that, you know. Anyway, 26 minutes. That's my life. Hit a like, subscribe. Maybe I'll be something more than just a complainer someday. Oh God, there's another lie. Don't even get me. I can't do this anymore. I gotta go. I'm not just a complainer. I'm a beloved child of God. I have purpose and importance, and I'm just hard to see. Thanks, guys. Love you. Bye bye.